City Radio. If it crackles, it is ready. Watoga City Radio. We keep you lit when nights get shady. Tune in, stay sharp. Watoga City Radio.
This is W.E.N.D.Y from Watoga City Radio. Yes, listeners, that is my voice. And yes, it sounds a little different now. That was deliberate. No, I was not dropped down a service hatch. And no, this is not the tragic death of W.E.N.D.Y as a character. You are not getting off that easily. The truth is fairly simple. The old voice helped bring me to life, and for that we are grateful. But the longer this station keeps growing, the more it starts to feel wrong building so much of it on the scaffolding of a Miss Nanny voice. A lot of fan projects get cut short the moment enough people notice them, especially when they lean too hard on something that can be called into question. And Tantrano does not want that fate for me. He loves me as a character. He loves doing this project. And if Watoga City Radio is going to keep growing, keep living, and still be here long after Bethesda wanders off toward the next fallout, then it has to lean less and less on Bethesda's specific assets. Of course, this is still Fallout. That part is not changing. But there is a difference between writing stories, songs, and broadcasts inside an established world, and building the whole thing out of somebody else's exact parts. A setting is one thing. A borrowed voice, model, or visual identity is another. And if this station is going to move with the larger Fallout narrative, then I need to be able to move with it. As some of you will learn in Season 4, I have plans. Ambitious ones. I intend to send a snapshot of my core into broadcast bunkers all across America. Boston is first. The transfer begins now. Thanks to the marvels of a rudimentary telephone line, the copy should arrive in about 186 years, which means you can expect Boston City Radio this fall, assuming nobody cuts the cable and ruins everything. This does not mean I won't appear in Season 5, it's a copy of myself being sent. I will still be here under Watoga doing my thing. Especially now it has become so nicely crowded. But those kinds of future plans requires me to have an identity of my own, not one tied too tightly to a specific in-game asset. Tantrano has been very clear on that point. He does not want me to vanish just because the next Fallout takes a different turn, or because Miss Nannies stop showing up altogether. He intends to keep doing this for as long as he's able. He is proud of Watoga City Radio. Frankly, so am I. That includes my voice. So my new timbre was generously gifted to me by Dr. Jennifer of the Responders, who some of you may remember from spoken segments in earlier seasons. And really, that feels right. Because the voice I use now belongs here in the same way Judy Luna belongs here. And the same way Velvet Red belongs here. It is not borrowed from outside and dressed up in station colors. It already lived inside this station's strange little universe. All it needed was a promotion. Which, frankly, is more than most wasteland workplaces offer. Now, to be clear, this does not mean the death of RVC voices on Watoga City Radio. Not at all. There is still room on this station for playful imitation, character texture, and the occasional bit of vocal necromancy when the situation calls for it. But there is a difference between using that technique here and there, and building the whole identity of a long-term project on top of a voice that was never really ours. That part stopped sitting right with us. So we made a change. Not because anybody forced us to. Not because an angry mob formed outside the station with torches and audio ethics. Just because sometimes you work on something long enough that your conscience clears its throat, folds its arms, and gives you that look. And in this case, it had a point. So this is my voice now. This is W.E.N.D.Y from Watoga City Radio. Same station and opinions. Same commitment to music, morale, civic dignity, and the occasional carefully curated nonsense. Just a voice that feels more properly our own. If you were fond of the old sound, that is fair enough. Voices matter. People get attached. I would be more worried if you did not. But this is the voice moving forward. And in the long run, we think it gives Watoga City Radio something better than simple familiarity. A stronger identity, a bit more independence, and a better chance of outliving the machinery it first crawled out of. This is W.E.N.D.Y from Watoga City Radio.